Hey guys, hope you are all having a great day. We finally made it to Thursday. Remember that the stock market will be closed tomorrow because it is Christmas Eve. We might have ended up red today, but that doesn't mean we don't have great announcements from both AMC and GME. Today I am going to quickly go over some important announcements from these two companies and cover some relevant stuff regarding the market. Then we are going to recap our performance and call it a day. I want you guys to go out and celebrate the holidays with your family and friends, so I won't keep you here too long. Just want to quickly thank everyone who watched my morning video. We finally wrapped up the small series and I am so grateful for everyone that showed up. Before we start, let me quickly state that I am not a financial advisor, and that all content discussed in this channel is simply information gathered that I deem important for people to know, so that they can make informed decisions. All efforts are aimed to better understand the nature of the current market in anticipation of the greatest squeeze in financial history. Let's get started. Let's begin with AMC. The theater giant announced that they reached a lease agreement and is now planning on reopening theaters in the Los Angeles and Chicago markets. This brings the number of theater locations that AMC has acquired from Pacific and ArcLight, and a sign that the company is seeing increased demand for its products and services across the nation. Adam Aron said, and I quote, "These theaters have previously been high-traffic, successful locations in two of AMC's top markets, and we are pleased to offer the AMC experience at them a few months from now in 2022, as these are prime examples of how AMC is staying on offense, looking for opportunities to strengthen our company through the acquisition of these popular locations." He also pointed out that AMC's most recent acquisitions of the Grove 14 and Americana at Brand 18 are already showing remarkable success, routinely finishing in the top 10 theaters in box office performance among more than 150 theaters in the Los Angeles market, and consistently find a spot in the top 30 theaters in the United States. For a company that the media loves to tell me has no room to exist in the new era of streaming, somehow AMC keeps defying the odds and increasing in demand, popularity and revenue. Look at Spider-Man: No Way Home. The latest Spidey film swung past $80 million at the box office, officially becoming the #1 Hollywood title of 2021. Spider-Man is poised to break the billion-dollar mark easily. The Matrix Resurrection has also been released in international markets. Estimates put the movie to end the 5 days Christmas weekend period at around $55 million. It's a slight increase over earlier projections for the film too. 2022 looks like it will be another wild year for movies, and Avatar 2 is coming and I am pretty sure everyone in the world is going to go see it. This movie I think is the only competition to a big Marvel Avengers movie there is. We also have a Batman movie coming out, which is another $1 billion at the box office and who knows what else. AMC is going to the moon, so do not sleep on it. GameStop, the majestic video game retailer, joined Flexa last week. Flexa is a payment network that lets you pay for real-world stuff with blockchain assets, including meme currencies like Dogecoin. It comes to me as no surprise GameStop is embracing crypto, especially with all the rumors surrounding their Loopring partnership. Either way, I am super happy to see GameStop embracing digital currencies, as it can only help bring in more customers. 2022 is upon us, and AMC and GameStop will be tested in new ways than how they were this year. Meme stocks became a thing earlier in 2021, and everyone went crazy supporting GameStop and AMC. I have no doubt that Wall Street Bets and other popular forums will attempt to push other stocks, which mathematically speaking, will get a lot of attention. AMC and GameStop have enjoyed the allure of their run earlier this year, but as time goes by, their business models, decisions and results is what will bring in plenty of new investors. Omicron is here, and it will affect AMC more than GameStop. But AMC has so many ideas and plans that I don't think we will necessarily see the stock suffer too much from it as it did with the onset of the pandemic in 2020. For example, they are launching a popcorn business. They are looking to launch their very own crypto coin as well. GameStop is ever expanding their online retail business, adding new products to sell and slowly becoming more competitive against the giants like Amazon or Walmart. Their e-commerce side of the business is thriving, and I have no doubt that this will continue to grow, given that they have added so much talent from many other great e-commerce giants into their board. I think with time, Wall Street shorters will attempt to drive people away from these two stocks by making other stocks trend and pump them to certain degrees. They will attempt to make GameStop and AMC as boring as possible to get people to invest elsewhere. This is why it is so primordial for GameStop and AMC to continue finding new ways to interact with their investors, continue to build new revenue streams and performing well as they have been. This is what will solidify these companies as great investment opportunities for many newcomers. I have no doubt millions of new investors will hop on over the train, but unless we catapult again like we did on January for some cause that is unbeknownst to me at the moment, AMC and GameStop will need to bring new people in through better results and investor engagement rather than relying on the media covering the stock's frenzy run. I am now more confident than I have ever been on these two stocks. AMC has proven to be an absolute must-have for any serious investor, whether you believe in the squeeze or not. The company is simply not going anywhere, and the existence or streaming services does not replace the demand for theaters, which is a narrative that the media and many stock market analysts have failed to try to uphold. GameStop has a war chest of cash just in case they run into trouble, and their business is also seeing increased demand. As they said in the last earnings report, the company had so much demand that they were forced to load up their supplies to such large amounts that they ended up reporting a loss per share, because they spent so much trying to meet demand for the holidays. This is a great sign that the company is only going up more and more over time. As I have said, these are the only stocks I invest in because fundamentally they are poised to win over time, and technically they are suppressed to levels that are not humanly comprehensible. I have no doubt Wall Street will pump other stocks to try to rob my attention, and perhaps they could result in potentially nice plays if you enter early and exit right on time, but that's not for me. Personally, I don't hold any positions in the stock market outside of these two and won't add on anything else until we squeeze. I do engage in day trading, and if you follow my Twitter, you know exactly where I park my money. Always remember and beware of so-called influencers in the financial sector. YouTubers and other accounts with big followings on Facebook and Twitter will always pump stocks once they are selling them, so if you were to buy a trendy stock, make sure it isn't already running at its peak. I remember all these people a couple months back pumping some weird stock, and once everyone went in, a huge sell-off left everyone holding a bag. I made a video on it, and upon research of the company, Citadel Securities was one of the biggest institutional investors with massive positions taken earlier on that stock. Funny enough, something similar happened with the crypto coin Shiba Inu. It was talked about for a while, but when it ran, all of the sudden you had all these influencers telling you to buy and hold it while they were most likely selling off at the time. By the time it started trending and making headlines, the coin price started dropping really fast. Always stay woke, because a whole bunch of meme stocks are going to be pumped to the gills next year, and statistically speaking, less than 5% of anyone that enters is going to make a profit, much less a decent profit. Always do your research, stay zen, invest in whatever you feel is best for you, and never follow anyone's advice just because of the number of followers or through their own research. Do your own due diligence and make a decision, as it is always better to fail because of your own personal mistakes rather than fail because someone else scammed you. With all that said, let's now talk about today. The Fed submitted over $1.577 trillion in reverse repo operations today. Dark pool trades for AMC accounted for 63% of the total volume today, while dark pool trades for GameStop accounted for 54% of the total volume today. AMC had a larger amount of buy orders than its sell orders, with GameStop also having a larger amount of buy orders than sell orders. Now, let's talk about performance. AMC traded bearishly today, losing under 1%. The stock was unusually volatile during the pre-market, though it did trade above the VWAP for the most part. Upon market opening, AMC had a dip that took it from 29 to 26.82. Once here, AMC started bouncing back up, eventually running all the way to 29.40. It would then retrace and enter an ascending triangle before breaking support. AMC would then fall back to 28.44, where it found find and test the support 3 times. After a shorter attack, the stock ended up closing at 28.52, above the VWAP. As for what to expect for next week, I will make a video on Sunday talking about it. GameStop traded bearishly, losing over 1% for the day. It opened to a dip that took it from 155 to 146. Once down there, GME started bouncing up, reaching 154 again. Here, it would begin to break support over time and fall for the rest of the day. GameStop had a small wave of buyers come in at the end of the day, which allowed the stock to close at 152.14, above the VWAP. As for what to expect for next week, like I said, I will make a video on Sunday talking about it. That is all I have for you guys today. I wish you all an amazing Christmas. Go out, have fun, make the most out of it, make memories, because those are the moments that really matter in life, not some stock charts. I will post a small video of the 3 episodic series 1 released this week in the morning videos, all compiled into one. After that, I will see you Sunday. Thank you all for watching my video. I will link this morning's video on the comments below in case you missed it. If you want to support this channel, I have a Patreon link in the description as well as some one-time donation links for Cash App and PayPal. Thank you again for being a part of this channel. I will continue striving for better content. Enjoy the rest of your day, have an amazing holiday and to the moon.